Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Concorde Games Coaches Spotlight. I'm your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera. Today, I am joined by Sabby Cat. We know you're a coach here at Concorde Games, and you coach Rocket League. Can you tell us a little bit about Rocket League, your experience, and how you came about getting involved with Concorde?
I started playing Rocket League ever since it came out, and one day I was looking online. I thought, hey, let's try something different. Let's try teaching a game that I love and I'm passionate about. And so I ended up coming across Concorde. I spoke to some people, and everyone was really cool, really inviting. And now I'm coaching after high school and after middle school for the league, and it's been a really good time.
How did you get into esports? What's your favorite esport, and what was your favorite game growing up?
Honestly, it all started with Rocket League. I remember the day that game came out, I tried it out at a friend's house because it was free to play on PSN, and I just fell in love. I grew up playing soccer. I have always liked the playmaking and the tactical aspect of games. I love the game. I love playing it. I love learning it. I love teaching it as well. Like, it's just all a lot of fun. And now I just keep up with esports in general.
So Hefter actually won the championship last season. So what do you think is going to happen this season? Are we going to bring this forward, maybe go for a double Concorde coin this time?
That's really what we're hoping for. There's going to be a varsity team and a junior varsity team, and we're hoping that both teams finish first place. We're going to be emphasizing a lot of rotations, a lot of mechanics, a lot of set plays, and hopefully we can take the Concorde coin again.
Sabby Cat, I just want to say thank you for joining us here on the Coaches Spotlight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Coaches Spotlight. I am your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera, and I am joined here today by our coach, Jammin' Joey. Jammin' Joey, how you doing today? Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm an avid Rocket League player. I'm also a two-time Guinness World Record holder of the most goals scored in a Rocket League match, and I just like to have fun playing the game, man.
Tell us about the record that you hold.
This is an old record, okay? But it is the most goals scored in a Rocket League match, and it was 142. Let's go right there. Oh, there we go. But it was 142 goals scored in a Rocket League match. Now, this is an old record. I did beat it again, and I'm waiting for my second one, and that is 150 goals.
So you scored 150 goals in 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes. Yes, in 5 minutes, 150 goals.
So you coach a team here. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience coaching?
The biggest thing that I try and strive for is fun. You know, we play video games for fun. We like to have a good time. And the best and most appropriate way in my eyes to learn is to have fun while you're doing it. So I try and keep things pretty lighthearted for the most part. But if I see something in particular that a player maybe needs to work on, like their rotations or mechanics or just confidence, being out there on the field, I kind of individually will select that player.
What do you like about our program here at Concorde? What does it offer you so that you can use those resources to help teach the kids?
It has been an absolute pleasure working with Concorde. If something seemed like it would be askew or a problem, all I've ever had to do is just to reach out, and it has been resolved very efficiently and very accordingly. So the support here at Concorde has been phenomenal.
That is your Coach's Spotlight here. Hello, everyone, and welcome here to our Coach's Spotlight. I'm your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera. I am joined here today by Stone, SSL Stone. Stone, how you doing? Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So my main game is Rocket League, and I also coach in Rocket League. I actually started playing back in 2015, and I don't think I've set the game down since, and it's been like my only game since then. So
can you tell us a little bit about your coaching experience, what you bring to the table, and what you hope to teach your students and your athletes?
As far as coaching experience goes, once I started playing Rocket League, more consistently after I graduated college, I reached out, and I actually worked with Alpine esports coach at some point, and he kind of showed me that how important coaching is to the Rocket League scene, where without coaching, you're essentially just not working as efficiently as you can. So one of the most important things to me as a coach. And it might not seem to be that important to others, but it's actually like the communication side of things. You know, you can have one kid on the team who is like extremely talented, but if he doesn't know how to play with his other teammates, they're not going to excel. So I was really pushing, you know, like the communication side, the rotation side, being able to work together and have that kind of synergy.
What do you like about the program here at Concorde?
What I love about Concorde is that they are offering things to kids that I never got to experience myself going through school. You know, it was either you join the soccer team, you join the football team. I don't know the exact percentage, but like half of the kids that go to school are gamers. And when I grew up, there's like never anything offered that was like, why don't you come game with us? You know, you can actually compete competitively. You can work your way up. You can earn scholarships if you go through the right path. And that's the kind of path that Concorde is offering these kids.
With that said, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here at the Coaches Spotlight. I'm your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera. We are joined here today by SSL Stone, one of our best Rocket League coaches. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coaches Spotlight. I am your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera. I am joined here with Michael, one of our great coaches here at Concorde. Introduce yourself, Michael. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me on. I'm Michael Turner. I'm known as Clown Sandwich here in Rocket League. I've been coaching Rocket League for about 5 or 6 years now. Honestly, it's just my favorite game. I absolutely fell in love with it. I've got over 6,000 hours in the game. It's really just it was my passion. It was what I love to do, and you know I really put in the time and the effort, and you know I'm lucky to be able to you know kind of turn that into an actual career and start to and do that for a living. So I'm really happy and excited to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your experience in Rocket League. What rank are you? Have you ever played at a professional level?
I decided, I think it was probably back in 2017, that I was just going to go full-time coaching, and I've really been focused on specifically Rocket League coaching as opposed to being a player. I've been coaching SSLs for pretty much since SSL was a thing. I have a history of working with multiple top 100 globally ranked players, and I was able to place top 48 in North America and RLCS last season as a coach.
Which team are you coaching here at Concorde this season?
So this season I'm going to be coaching Delaware Valley and Patterson Charter School.
Where are they now, and what are your plans for them in the future?
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited about working with both of them. Delaware Valley definitely seems a little bit newer, but they're really excited working, and they're picking things up very quickly. Over at Patterson Charter, I'm really excited. They have some great talent there. We've got at least one other grand champion player, some champion level, so we're definitely going to be playing at the varsity level, and I think they can do some really great things this season.
Awesome, that sounds good. So there you have it, everybody. Michael Clown Sandwich coaching for Concorde. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Coaches Spotlight. I'm your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera, and we are joined here by Corrupt. Tell us a little bit about your esports background.
Started getting serious at the age around like 14, 13 years old. I think it was 14. Black Ops 2 came out. I was the top rank in that. I started competing in that game. Unfortunately, I was underage to compete on the pro scene. Other than that, I started to switch into Rocket League. I was GC. My first season was season 8. I started competing regularly around midway through 2019. One of my best finishes was Spring Series 2020. I got top 48 in North America.
So tell us a little bit about your coaching experience with Rocket League and something unique that you bring to the table for our players here at Concorde.
Before Rocket League, I was a baseball coach. I coached at a high school. I played college baseball. I coached basketball as well. I played at a top school that was a top school in basketball in high school, which is one of the top schools in New York State to this day. The year before I went there were state championships, so I know how to compete, and I know what it takes to understand how to grind something and not just expect greatness and actually how to perfect it.
What opportunities has Concorde given you, and what opportunities does Concorde give our athletes?
And I think Concorde definitely has a great group of coaches and great connections that are going to help a lot of high school kids get into those college programs. I know that My second year of college was like the first year of some serious Rocket League getting into it. And it was kind of weird for me getting recruited. I was getting contacted by a couple of coaches and I didn't really know how to approach it, even though I was a student athlete at the time. So having a coaches that can connect to those colleges for these high school students instead of the high school student vouching for themselves is definitely going to be a big game changer going towards those colleges, because there will be a lot different of respect and a lot of different connections that are going to be made. So it's a fantastic program in my eyes.
All right, you heard it. We'll see you next time. I'm Connor Conflicts from Terra. Thank you for joining us here at our Coaches Spotlight. Hello, everyone, and welcome here to our Coaches Spotlight. I am your host, Connor Conflicts Frontera, and I am joined here today by Coach Jericho. Coach Jericho, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, my name's Dave Ingersoll. You've seen me in the Concorde Discord as Coach Jericho. I'm a Rocket League coach, and when I'm not a Rocket League coach, I'm a music teacher.
All right, so tell us about your experience with Rocket League.
I started Rocket League I want to say less than a year after it came out. I've been a teacher for 5 years now, and I've been playing Rocket League the entire time. And it's been a lot of fun to, number one, get better at the game, and then get to a point where I could teach other people the things I had picked up along the way.
What is one thing that you stressed teaching your athletes that they should, to be better at Rocket League? What is one thing that you think is very important?
When I get a team where we're not working on basic mechanics anymore, which my team this year was great with, they all had very, very solid mechanics. Obviously, mechanics can always be better. But when the basic things, like I can get up into the air, I can hit the ball, I can recover, I know how to move my car, when I don't have to worry about those, we do positioning. And one of the very big things to work on in positioning as players are approaching Grand Champ is that there should not ever be free space on the field. So a lot of times you'll hear in practices or in games from me yelling at my team, no free shots, because it's champ players, as they're approaching Grand Champ, give away free shots, free space, free everything all the time. They beat themselves more or less. And so that's what we work on a lot when I get a team that doesn't have to work with mechanics so much, is denying space.
Awesome. So what opportunities has Concorde given you, and how do you pass those opportunities on to your students or your athletes?
Well, like I said, I've developed a lot of different skills, or been given space to develop a lot of different skills with Concorde. And one of the big things I always stress to students and their program advisors when they come into us is that esports is an entire industry. And while we may be coaching the kids how to play Rocket League, there are so many things that come along with it. There's broadcasting, there's graphic design, there's collaborating with broadcast and graphic design, there's running your own stream, there's doing your own, grassroots marketing to make sure people watch your stream. And there's the opportunity for students to build portfolios not only as athletes, but as broadcasters or as graphic designers, and basically practice and build portfolios in every area of the industry that we work in, while they're still in high school, so they can hit the ground running as they transition out of high school.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here at this Coaches Spotlight with me, Connor Conflicts Frontera, and of course, our honored guest here, Coach Jericho.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jam and Joey, and today I'm joined with Idocles. Idocles, please introduce yourself. Tell us what game you play.
Howdy, my name's Brennan. I go by Idocles, Coach Idocles, and I coach Rocket League for Concorde. I also play League of Legends, Super Autopads, you name it.
Nice. So what is your experience in the game that you've coached?
I got to about Champ, I think, in threes, Diamond, and the other two ranked divisions. And as far as coaching in and of itself for Concorde, I've been around for a few seasons, and then I work with a couple of other communities that prioritize growth and development in their respective games as well.
What would you say is your most enjoyable aspect when it comes to coaching?
So when kids master a new, or students master a new trick or mechanic or what have you, your wins are our wins. That's a great feeling.
Nice. So give us a top accomplishment of yours in your books.
In this particular game in Rocket League, getting a champ was like, oh man, I was so excited just because it put in the time one season to really grind it out and get some of the mechanics down that I was lacking, and like watch a bunch of pro streams and everything else, trying to digest as much information as possible, and to reap that reward, it was really cool.
So tell us a little bit about what you like to do outside of coaching with Concorde.
Definitely. So I'm an instructor, point blank. Right now I'm tutoring math for 4th and 5th grades. Next academic school year, I'll be delivering a college level psychology course to high school students in my local area. I live in Colorado, so I'll be working at a charter school. But I'm always education, always competitive, always sports minded, no matter what up or down time.
Yeah, just always keeping yourself busy and proactive. That's good.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good to hear. What would you say your students' experience has been so far from Concord?
No bias, overwhelmingly positive. This is a great community. It's a great place to be, a great place to work. And I will say that all the seasons that I've coached, all my students through, I mean, obviously we're putting the time together, but through their own dedication and own manifestation of their particular work ethic, they've all improved and it's been overwhelmingly positive. Like I said, it's a great place to be.
Nice, nice. Well, that's absolutely awesome to hear. I'm going to hand it over to you. The spotlight's on you. If you have any last things that you'd like to shout out, here's your time.
I only have about one group right now, but I'm happy to dedicate all my time. I really like Ace Esperanza, and they're a great bunch of kids. I really, really, really enjoy the community as it builds and as it grows. So I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. It's really cool what we're doing here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And that's going to conclude your coach's spotlight for today. If you're looking for more information, head on over to concordeeducation.com and book into everything that we offer. I am your host, Jam and Joey, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.